Welcome back to our playthrough of a bunch of Sega Saturn games,
Bug,
including Bug, a game that
bug,
we have to refer to as Bug because of how it's spelled, which is Bug and not Bug.
bug.
Bug is the name of the protagonist of Bug. And if I was
And
particularly
also
enthusiastic, I might say the protagonist of Bug is Bug.
starring in a movie called Bug.
That actually brings me to my icebreaker question for you, Gooms. What
Okay.
is your favorite Steven Spielberg movie?
Uh Man, I'm not sure. I haven't really got as deep into his catalog as I want to, but
Doesn't have to be the end all be all bestest movie ever, or just if you just have a Spielberg movie you like, that's fine too.
um well, let me look up his filmography and what is
Uh,
your what is
for
your favorite?
for me,
Well,
it's kind of an easy pick, but I probably have to go with Jurassic Park. Um, just I was very much a kid who got into dinosaurs thanks to Jurassic Park, so not a whole lot of surprise there. But uh, and admittedly, it's been a while since I've seen the original, but to memory, it does still hold up quite a bit. Of course, Indiana Jones is a lot of fun. I really like Duel as well. His first movie it was made for TV. Um, you kind of go into it kind of thinking it you probably it seems fairly innocuous if you just encounter it like on TV or something, but it really gripped me when I saw it. It was like, "Oh, wow." Even right out the gate he was onto something.
yeah.
Hey guys, hope you're having a good week. Hey Liam, we're doing all right. Thank you for joining us though.
Oh, it's Back to the Future. That's my favorite for sure.
Oh, yeah, he was a producer on that, wasn't he?
Yeah, executive
Okay.
producer.
See,
Yep.
I was just thinking stuff he directed, but yeah, no.
Yeah. As far as director, let's see. Uh, Indiana Jones is definitely up there. Maybe Jaws, maybe Close Encounters.
Close
Um,
Encounters is very good. That's one I just kind of think about every now and again.
yeah. Then there's Schindler's List and Saving Private Ryan, which I haven't seen in a long time. But
Admittedly, the most I've seen of either of those was Conquer. So
yeah. um, I think I'll probably say Close Encounters for right now.
okay, I can
I,
respect
I
that.
I I would need to look deeper into it and formulate my opinions better, but that's the one that stands out to me most right now.
Sure. Sure. No, that's fair. So the reason I mentioned Spielberg is, of course, he's come up before in our Sega Saturn conversations. Rather, he's come up in the future, which is the past of our playthrough, but the future of where we are in the chronology. I kind of did myself a disservice with this Sega Saturn series playthrough. One by starting with Knights, but two by not strictly adhering to either the Japanese or American release dates because it gets a bit confusing. Yes, indeed, the Spielberg controller. We talked about that before as we were playing Knights. By the way, hi Knight, singular. We talked about that while playing Knights. The 3D controller that was in development concurrently with Nights into Dreams was internally codenamed the Spielberg controller because Steven Spielberg was the first person outside Sonic Team to dev test it, or to play test it, rather. Um,
Spielberg is involved in so much weird, random crap. It's kind of impressive that he wanted to be such a Renaissance man, but I dig that he was always um, willing to experiment with mediums beyond his primary one. I respect that a lot.
Likewise. And in point of fact, he very briefly not ran but helped found a game studio,
Uh,
GameWorks. GameWorks was a studio that I believe they also had a bunch of their main thing was that they had a bunch of arcade locations across the US. They were associated with Sega, so uh, like how Sega has a lot of dedicated has or had a lot of dedicated arcades in Japan. GameWorks was fairly briefly a location that really heavily promoted a bunch of Sega cabinets and was partially brought about or sponsored by Sega. But they also had a development arm or a sister studio that shared a similar name that was a developer arm. GameWorks coming from, of course, Game, but also DreamWorks. So this
mhm,
was formed around the same time DreamWorks was in the mid '90s. One of the games that GameWorks produced was the arcade tie-in to Jurassic Park: The Lost World, which is a I actually had the opportunity to play that a couple years ago. It's a fairly decent light gun game. It kind of goes through the story of Lost World, but you're shooting the dinosaurs, but it's okay or what I don't know. Um, GameWorks didn't last super long. I think they only put out like 4 games to their name or something like that. And uh, by the early 2000s, the studio shuttered or the development team was dispersed, and I think the arcade locations were closed or something like that. As an aside, I will say with all of these historical stuff things, this is mostly me just doing about a week's worth of periodic research around work. So if I get details wrong, by all means, call me out in the comments or anything like that. Part of the fun of this is that I'm trying to construct a narrative out of stuff that I saw around the water cooler, so to speak. Uh, but basically, Spielberg wasn't super heavily involved with Sega or the Saturn, but he was significantly enough involved that it warrants mention, and that he did have his impact on a couple of Sega's games during the mid '90s, particularly on the Saturn. Now, what does that have to do with the subject of today's playthrough? Not a goddamn thing. He was not involved in the least in Bug. Um, However, there is a popular quote attributed to Spielberg that is probably apocryphal, where supposedly at a trade show he said, this is the game that's going to sell the Saturn," in reference to Bug. Uh, which is the start of my thesis statements that I hope to prove over the course of this playthrough session, if not stream series, that I don't get this game. This game is weird. I don't know about it. It's significant enough that within the spectrum of us examining Sega Saturn titles, it absolutely warrants an examination. But I don't know about this one. It is weird. It is weird.
well, you have to figure that like anything that was 3D platforming of any stripe would come across as impressive to a certain subset of people back then.
This is true. So here are the facts. One, like you just said, Gooms, this is technically one of the first 3D platformers, depending on how you define it. We're not quite in Mario 64 territory yet, or even Crash Bandicoot territory yet, but you do have a character who is moving around 3D environments across the x-axis, the y-axis, and the z-axis, or whatever. Um, it is all done with. I have to go, not feeling the best due to current events. Just wanted to say hi. Well, that's okay, Liam. Thank you for sticking your head in and hanging out with us for a little bit.
Hmm.
Um, So it's not like full 3D roaming and stuff, but you are moving within 3D space. And there are a couple fairly neat effects that the game accomplishes. Just before we started, I was talking to Gooms about how there are probably some connections between Bug and the ill-fated Sonic Extreme in terms of using fairly early examinations of 3D space with characters moving along individual axes within 3D space, excuse me, to create the illusion
Yeah,
of 3D exploration. Um,
it's very grid based though. It's like, um, think of it less like full 3D platforming and more like, um, if uh, if like Zelda movement was at a different angle and also included jumping.
mhm.
Um, that's kind of what it's like, except um, it's Zelda movement along paths and not Zelda movement anywhere. That's
Yes,
sort of what it's like.
yes. Um, yeah, and I've only played a little bit of it, so it's a more literal interpretation on early Crash levels, limiting the dimensions the player moves.
Yeah.
That there's truth to that. Yeah, I think this is probably a more literal interpretation of the Sonic's ass gameplay that Crash Bandicoot was originally designed to be. Which that's a whole thing, but if you think of the way Crash is running into the screen and you're looking at his backside, Naughty Dog originally developed Crash Bandicoot with the idea of it being, oh, it's the Sonic's ass game because you're looking at his butt. Um,
Mhm.
in a way, that is what Bug is, but more immediate, kind of a missing link therein, if you will.
It,
Um,
it's it's even more restrictive because Crash Bandicoot at least allows you to move around in an area within the path. Like it's a narrow path, but you can like adjust where you are running in that path.
mhm.
Bug doesn't even have that. It's just you move along this path, and the only way that you can possibly dodge enemies is by jumping over them, or
Yes.
maybe in rare instances they jump over you, I guess.
Um, Couple other things worth note before we get into it. One, this was the second best-selling Sega Saturn game of its launch year, of its launch cycle. 95, the year closed out, best-selling game, Daytona, USA. Second best, Bug. Um, so it so if we narrow that a little bit more, the best performing original Sega Saturn game was in fact the subject of today's stream. So again, keep that in mind. This was, by a certain definition, this was indeed the game that moved the Sega Saturn.
Mhm.
Interesting to think about, but the only other thing that's worth mentioning is the studio that actually did handle development on this was a studio called Realtime Associations, which, insofar as I can tell, is still around today. It's one of those studios that has put out a lot of stuff, but they tend to be a contractor or or a co-developer on a bunch of things, so you tend not to notice them as much. Other stuff they've
Like
done
Tose.
exactly. Other
Yeah.
stuff they've done includes the NES conversion of Maniac Mansion, the really terrible Elmo games for N64. Um,
Oh, well, you have experience with that.
yes, I do. Well, we I guess co-op let's played that when we met up in Salt Lake City a couple years back.
Hmm.
Um, they did the Intellivision a compilation on GameCube. They did a Ren and Stimpy game for Game Gear. They did a bunch of Marvel games in the 16-bit era. Uh,
Hmm.
a lot of things that if you're as you're looking through their bibliography, you'd be like, "Oh, I played that," or "Oh, I've heard of that." Um,
Yeah.
Nothing super sexy, and probably this is their most prominent release, but enough stuff that they're fairly that odds are good you've run into something they've done. And like I said, I think they're still around in some capacity.
I imagine people are probably very nostalgic for random games that they've made.
Wouldn't surprise me. Like I said, some of the stuff I was looking at, I was like, oh, okay. And NES Maniac Mansion is fairly beloved
Yeah,
among certain crowds. So
yeah. Granted, um, it's it's pretty much just a port, and like there's not a lot of um, adventure games on the NES, so it probably stands out more in that sense. In that that audience was, it's a type of game that that audience hadn't seen before, so maybe it stood out in particular.
sure, sure. But if nothing else, it speaks to a decent amount of range and variety in terms of the types of games they were able to develop. We've kind of talked about it on and off stream, but there's definitely a lot to be said for contractor dev studios that are able to yes and to a lot of weird license requirements and stuff. Like of this era, platformer is a fairly safe thing to develop for, but sometimes you do an adventure game, sometimes you do an edutainment game, and that's interesting. That's neat. It's not
Yeah,
nothing. It's a skill. It's a skill.
they're unsung heroes of the video game world.
Very much so. But all right, enough preamble. Let's uh, again. I don't know about this one, but let's go ahead and get into it. Let me just switch this over, and
Bug.
it's time for Bug.
That logo.
It's very Klasky
What are-
Supo, isn't it?
Yes, that's what I'm thinking. This is very senior project core.
Yes. I mean, we running through Pilot Wing 64, we did kind of talk about literally anyone who could work with Silicon workstations in the mid 90s was a hot commodity for gaming studios.
Well, it's not just that it's um, low polygon or whatever. It's also just like them moving the character without animating him in order to simulate jumping and that kind of thing.
Yeah. All right, so that's all the lead-in we get on this. We also don't get a hell of a lot of options to start with. We can zap, we can spit, we can jump. We can also duck. And yeah, this is what we got.
I will say I'm nostalgic for the 90s trend of making your main character so prominent on the title screen, like with Rayman or this or Sonic the Hedgehog, and that could be brought back. I like that.
It'd be nice. Alright, let's get started on whatever the hell this is. Insectia, Scene 1. Alright, and we're in. There we go. That's our moveset. We can jump, we can duck. We can do other stuff, but we don't have the means to do other stuff.
Get away from me!
Yep. So the trick with Bug is that his attack is his stinger, and you do have to time your jumps precisely to actually nail the enemy.
Huh. So you can land on an enemy and have it hurt you?
If you don't get it right, yeah.
Weird. Is it like a ground pound, or does it just do that automatically?
Just happens automatically. But again, it's the specific hitbox is his stinger, so if I hit him with my feet, it won't, it's no good. You have to be quite precise. Also, that's what he sounds like.
I mean, this kind of mechanic is super fun in like DuckTales, so I get what they're going for, but seems a bit more finicky than something like that. Doesn't seem like there's a lot of opportunity to chain multiple jumps off of it and stuff. Bug!
Ow. So, it kind of interrupted it, but we collected bug juice to heal up. The game is just helpfully telling us that we got bug juice.
So soy sauce?
Gas. Look at them 3D graphics, though! Okay.
Mario Galaxy, eat your heart out. Bug juice!
Alright. Here, we'll explore this section first. Ow, 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 ow. Wait, maybe...
That's just pointlessly annoying.
No, wait, I have to get it right.
Because you definitely can make that. It's just
there we go.
Odd. It reminds me of the really final level in Wario Land 2.
I think the whole game is going to remind us of that. Alright, I happen to know from testing that that's progress, so I'll actually go over here.
Makes sense. Forward is usually progress.
There we go.
So I guess I should... I hate that! I guess I should explain the story as little as we saw of it.
Might as well.
Bug! Power. It's Bug in his first starring role as... ... Bug. Talk about drama... ... Talk about emotion... ... Talk about bug juice... ...
Crap, I died.
This daring doer powers up with it. In today's full-length feature, our hero is up to his antennae and in trouble when an insect-gnashing arachnid puts the sting on his pals. Queen Cadavra, the hard-hearted web widow, just adores showbiz bugs... ... as snacks.
Ew.
She's not netted all the tastiest ones, meaning Bug's pals, as
Hey,
pantry
Nina.
fodder.
Go. No, you keep going, Gubs.
Imagine munching a mouthful of weevils. Yes! This ball, spelled B-O-L-L, Buster, has no taste.
Ugh. I didn't even clock that. That's what that was.
Now it's Bug to the rescue as our intrepid thespian butt bounces his way through pest-plagued Bug Island to save his buddies... ... and achieve superstardom. Really love the ellipses in there for some reason.
It really emphasizes ... the joke. Also, yeah, there are no checkpoints in these levels. If you bungle it, you have to start from the top.
I'll explain the special moves as well.
Might
Bug
as well.
bounce. Time your jumps to land on bad bit part bugs. Splat City. Many hams refuse to blow out until you slap them silly. Somersault. Bug flips like a June bug when he bounces on mushrooms. Use the D-pad to somersault left and right. Spit attack. Swallow a spitwad power-up to gain the spittle missile. Press button B to spit. You'll keep the power until Bug loses a life. Upgrade your spit power with different colored spitwads. See page 11.
Hey, we got an up.
Zap attack. Find a zap cap, see page 11, and you gain a powerful weapon. Press button A to unleash a crackling energy field that lasts as long as the zap meter is charged. Fried flies, anyone? Pulling switches. Bamboo gates holding you back? Having trouble reaching power-ups? There's probably a switch or lever somewhere that operates the obstacle. Find it and move past it. Problem solved.
Why is everything a sales pitch?
I don't know. Brawny Bug. Many insects can lift over 7 times their own body weight. Use that muscle. Push blocks to build gangways to out-of-reach areas.
Oh wait, I think this might finally be a checkpoint. Yeah, that's a checkpoint. Alright, so flowers are checkpoints.
And here's the character list. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Bug. Our hero is a razor-witted, irreverent, mighty mite with feelers who uses his derriere and deadly aim to trounce villains. Despite his lack of manners, Bug is convinced he can turn this role into an award-winning performance. B-52. Battle-scarred but still able, B-52 is on the prowl for action. This busy foe often buzzes around power-ups.
Up. Alright, luckily I had that checkpoint.
Daddy-O Longlegs. Too cool, this dude is Queen Cadavra's only surviving ex. He's a jive-talking hipster whose main occupation is hanging out and avoiding his poisonous former spouse. Collect a coin power-up and then find Daddy-O. He'll take you to a mini bonus round.
Well, we got the coin, so we just need to find Daddy-O.
And then Queen Cadabra, with her insatiable appetite for bugs, this porky prima donna is intent on devouring all the denizens of Bug Island. She's brassy, loud, egotistical, and obnoxious. That sounds like someone we know. When she's not eating her minions, she's chewing them out. ...
Literally? Well, bye.
Oh, and there's an ad for Clockwork Knight at the end of the thing. Clockwork Knight, you won't believe these are just toys, especially when they kick your butt. Armed with a tiny knight's sword and a critical mission, it is up to you to rescue the princess before daylight, or there will be no tomorrow in this magical world of toys. It's anything but child's play. Maneuvering through huge household items, enemies, and treacherous furniture demands strategy and split-second timing. Stunning cinema-quality SGI rendered characters and graphics create an amazing 3D world. Tons of well-hidden rooms are stuffed with strategic power-ups and new challenges.
Well, we've now played that game. Can confirm?
I guess.
From
Yeah,
behind,
pretty
his
generous.
wings kind of look like they could be a bow tie. Yeah, I thought that too. A little earlier, actually. That's
Yeah.
cute. Ah, that's dangerous. I'm not gonna. Oh, I see the guy.
Well, aren't you gonna get the one up at least?
I'm not able to walk off this ledge. I would have to go around, and I keep mistiming it and dying stupidly. But I suppose I need to get good at some point. Yep.
That's weird that you can't jump off that ledge.
In general, you can't really take advantage of the way these places are laid out in 3D space.
Huh.
There. So I've got the up, and now I have to walk back around.
Yeah, that is very odd. Because it just looks like you'd be able to jump down to that.
You really do have to think of this game. Well, that's
What?
the up.
At least you didn't lose any lives, I guess.
I guess. You really do have to think of this game in terms of lanes rather than full contiguous 3D space. I don't quite remember what the hearts are for, but I'll gather them.
It kind of makes it needlessly confusing because it's hard to tell what the game designates as a lane.
Yeah, kinda. Like, I know I can get up there because of the mushrooms there, but then I'm not able to get down there even though that's less of a gap.
Exactly. Like, okay, maybe you couldn't make it up there because you can't jump high enough. But,
Except I just refracted off of a guy who could.
yeah.
So just to test things... Oh, so I can walk on water. It's just considered a... Slap her head? What? It's just considered in, like, a moving escalator or whatever. Bug Stop is probably the end of the level, so I'll instead check out Daddy-O over here. Haha.
But they can drop down off of ledges.
Okay, hold on. I don't know why, but I feel compelled to collect this heart. Hey, hey. What do I... Oh.
Whoa.
You have to stand under the shower.
Alright, let's see what we got. Oh. Oh, well, I have to collect Oscars, of course.
I suppose having
Dead.
you be friends with the nearly eaten spouse of the spider villainess is kind of a good joke.
Yeah.
Whoa, trippy.
If you say so, man. Haha, you died. I'm just gonna...
Get away from me.
I'm, Oh, are we... Is this gonna be a Forrest Gump thing?
How scary is that?
Nah. Okay. Alright, theming points as movie gross is kind of cute.
This game is a lot. It's not. I kind of feel like this has so much energy to it that it could be a pretty good tone to have later in the game, maybe. But maybe I don't think it's the best thing to start with. It's just a lot. It hits you all when you're not even ready for it.
Yeah. Okay, so dung beetles fling their scat. That's charming. So levels seem to be more maze design than, well, at least to start with, they're more maze design than anything.
Yeah, that's the thing too. The music doesn't match this kind of level at all. This is kind of almost a contemplative and figure it out kind of game, but then you have this really loud, obnoxious music and sound effects.
I don't even know what the hell's going on with the sound effects here, man.
It's not necessarily bad music or sound effects, but it's the kind of thing that you would have in like a chase sequence.
I hate that.
Some kind of goofy enemy chasing after you in a fast-paced level. Not like navigating through a maze.
I'd agree with that, yeah. This doesn't really feel like level 1 music.
No.
That's gotta hurt.
Also, I was expecting him to sound like, I don't know, Gex, but he just sounds drunk. I mean, he even hiccups when he's hit. I think the bug juice has been laced, is what I'm driving at. Ah, man. Hope the coin wasn't back there.
Help me. Watch it, buddy.
Okay, so bug juice fully tops off health. The hearts restore a little bit of health. That makes sense.
And you can drop down off of that one, even though it's way taller than that other one we saw before.
Yeah, huh. Okay, but dung beetles don't produce their own dung. Alright, well the coin's over there at least. We know that. I can zap now.
Help me! Kiss these antennas goodbye!
For as much flack as like Gex and Bubsy get, they're nowhere near as like on all the time as this is.
Copperhead!
Yeah, agreed.
I think this is done better than Bubsy is, probably. But it needs room to breathe. Like, I think there is a world where this could hit really well. But it needs to first save it for the right moments.
Okay, so I go down here, go back here. And then, okay, alright, so that's how I get... Can I... Gah! Enemies just keep jumping out of the foreground, too.
Yeah, the camera is very zoomed in, so it's very easy for something just off screen to kill you.
Draw distance ain't great, either. He's also into that, apparently. I forgot that there's a crouch button. I don't just crouch by holding down. I guess that's the way to stretch the camera out, as I look south. Oh yeah, that's another thing. The game doesn't consider it up, down, left, and right. The game considers it north, south, east, and west that we're moving. Bro.
I suppose that makes it kind of confusing when you're walking on walls like that.
I guess don't worry about it? I don't like how those guys are looking at me.
Get away from me!
Right, this is where I lost a life before. And I mistimed it.
Okay, Mr. Hotshot Game Player,
I have 3 continues.
Okay.
We'll try again.
Great.
Why does he say it so sarcastically? Oh, great!
And that's not someone speaking that fast. They specifically sped up the audio clip, and I don't know why.
I worry perhaps we are going to have many questions by the time this is all done. Okay, so there's got to be a way to get that up. Dung beetles are at least fairly easy to get once I jump over their scat.
Those ants in particular are really annoying.
Yeah. Oh, damn. Am I stuck down here now? Yeah, I think I'm on the lower path of shame.
I hate that.
Such an uninspiring cry as well. I hate that. Bruh.
Dumbo Fiesta.
Oh, is this a Donkey Kong? I think this is a Donkey Kong. Yeah, it is. Okay. Oh, right, I don't need to go that way. It does kind of seem to me like it's not really worth exploring the entirety of each stage.
Yeah.
Each level's a little bit of an endurance run. You do want to be...
Watch it, buddy.
It's probably worth at least finding the coin and doing the minigame, but...
I think there are multiple coins. I think I saw 2 in a previous run. I don't know if that means that, like, Daddy-O shows up multiple times or what.
Or maybe you just drop off all of the coins there and you get multiple shots at it.
Maybe.
See, like, right here is a terrible spot because the camera doesn't scroll over to the right at all. It's not just that it's zoomed in, it's that it doesn't keep up with him. So sometimes you're at the very right edge of the screen and someone appears from the right side.
Yeah, you really need to be able to figure out how to bait the camera at points.
Uh-huh.
Help me.
It's weird because I guess on a technical level and like in terms of animation quality and whatnot, I can see a lot to like with this game, but I just don't know if it has artistry. it does so much right on paper.
Oh, I keep forgetting about you.
I think this game's an example of like, can a game that's otherwise competent be ruined by its own confidence in itself? And I think that might be the case here.
Is this confidence, though? I don't know what this is. That is a genuine question. Like, I guess it's making a lot of big offers, and I guess that's something.
Misplaced confidence, maybe? It strikes me as like they get they have a very particular sense of humor, and they expect everyone else to have the same sense of humor. Maybe.
I don't even know what I was doing there.
I think you have to kill those guys.
Okay, I tried to jump, but I mistimed it.
Whoa! Trippy!
Jerk respawned. I don't... You know, respectfully, I'm not going to go that way. Oh, but there is another Daddy-O. Okay, fine. I will go this way.
Jeez, and there's just 5 enemies all ganged up there.
Well, so you feel really cool when you squish them all.
What? What did he say?
This sucks, so now I'm a stunt bug, and that makes me invincible.
Oh. I thought he said, you suck. You suck cock.
Not quite. Okay, credit where it's due. Theming invincibility around just getting a stunt double to take hits is genuinely kind of funny.
Like, I think this has a lot of good jokes in isolation. It's just too much energy all the time that you can't really keep up with it.
How am I supposed to... I think I have to jump off
You
of
have to
him
bounce
to get
off
that.
of it, yeah. Will he respawn?
Not in this life.
Well, go left and then go back.
I think I'd need to leave this plane of Wait, you came back. Okay. Well, so indeed they do respawn. Why does it sound like a slur when he says that? Ah, come on. Slapperhead. There we go.
This game makes me feel very old.
I feel that. Okay, let's see what 2 coins nets us.
Whoa!
Why does he sound so sinister? Okay, this is an interesting idea. Yep. Well, hell. Oh, they do come back. I got most that something. I don't know that I get anything for most, but
Well, you probably get a life if you have to actually get them all, and then nothing if you don't. All I have to say is I hope the next world is a little bit calmer.
well, we'll see. So I believe. Yeah. Free me! Free me! Who's this asshole?
Mario Maker, eat your heart out. Jesus.
Oh, I guess I do get another try.
Whoa!
Good luck, man.
Good luck, man.
Oh, no! Oh. I guess the stage ends there. Kinda wish I had more knowledge than none. Oh well, at least the bonus rounds fully heal me.
And it's not like a game with this amount of energy can't work. Like look at WarioWare. But WarioWare works because it isolates it into one challenge at a time, and then the challenge is in how well you can adapt to unexpected situations. Here it's more like it's not supposed to be unexpected. You're supposed to be able to strategically plan out your jumps and explore the area and whatnot.
Yep. Wow. Those explosions last a long-ass time. Okay, end of the stage right there.
That's right. I'm good.
If you say so, man. I believe it is 4 scenes to a world.
Uh-huh.
So we're gonna be here for a bit. Yeah, I feel that, man.
Couldn't they at least mix it up with a different archetype or something? I assume the next level had archetypes, so the next world, so they should put one of the later level archetypes into this first world and give us a break.
What happens if I crouch here? I mean, it'd be nice. You know what? That's it. That's what it is. Gex never screamed.
Yeah. Gex thought he was cooler than he was. And would always say a lot of sly
Copperhead.
one-liners.
Okay, that was a loop. Bubsy doesn't really scream either, I don't think.
Not really. Not that I can recall.
Grasshopper.
Oh, cool.
I think that's a Karate Kid reference.
Yeah. Oh, there's a guy. This had a sequel.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Delish.
Now, granted, I think the premise of the sequel, they have to film 6 action movies in a single day. That's a fun premise, but like, yeah.
And I had good hopes for this game, but I've seen footage, but I guess now I'm realizing that all the footage I've seen of this game was like with people talking over it and stuff. So I've never heard the audio, and man, game is a very different experience with the audio.
Yeah. Oh, come on.
After I learned you can turn off the voice in settings, the game became more tolerable. LOL. It's not just the voice, it's the music too, which is just on full blast.
It's a little anxiety-inducing, isn't it?
I usually have a lot of patience for this sort of thing too. Like, I grew up with Gex too, and have a lot of misplaced nostalgia for that game. But this is just something else.
There we go. Alright.
It's very Johnny Test in its amount of energy. They figured it out when the audio glitched out and went away. I realized I could replicate it. Oh man. A helpful glitch.
Sounds like the game was like, okay, buddy, you don't.
I got work.
That's what we call a bug and a feature.
A bug.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, what the hell?
Niet, 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 niet,
Alright.
niet, 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 niet.
Okay, Mr. Hotshot Game Player. Now what?
2 more continues.
Oh, great.
And action!
That's gotta hurt. I hate that. Grasshopper.
I'm just gonna go. Oh
But
wait, there's
is
a
it
jerk here.
a reference? Because I don't think Mr. Miyagi said grasshopper like that.
It's a lot of martial arts movies have young grasshopper.
Well,
for
yeah,
the
but that I know, but that Karate Kid is what brought it into the Western consciousness. And it's like, it's not like Bug says young grasshopper or like grasshopper, you must remember your training or some kind of joke. It just says grasshopper.
because he's making a pun and by doing it potentially maybe a little offensive accent. I don't know. What do you want from him? He has to be funny.
Is that even an accent?
Yeah, grasshopper. I can
guess.
further exaggerate it if we want to risk things.
I
Man.
guess you could see that as putting on an Asian affect to your voice, but it doesn't even feel like that to me. It's just like adding a delay.
I think perhaps what we're going to be contending with here is not so much jokes as diet jokes.
I guess so. Like normally when you do an accent, you change the tone of your voice, but he didn't at all.
I think he did. We can just barely tell because he's got a stupid voice.
I guess.
Okay.
We need a noise for a bunch of caterpillars running around. How about nyet 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 nyet?
Okay, so they can be defeated. I probably just shouldn't prioritize that.
I feel what this game needed most is playtesting.
That whoa! Okay, wasn't expecting that movement. Well, goodbye. I feel like what this game needed most was an exorcism.
I don't know. I think there's a lot of good things in here in a vacuum.
Okay, I'm going to stay put on this and see what the motion is. That is the motion. Okay.
Like I'm imagining they probably thought this game had like an Animaniacs or Looney Tunes quality to it.
Probably that's what they were going for, yeah. This was the Wild West of 3D gaming. Not even Crash or Mario 64 around yet to know what to do. Oh, absolutely. I'm not... This game is weird as sin to me, but I'm not knocking it for how it's trying... Oh, Actually, I am kind of knocking it right now because it is very confusing that I can't go to either of these lanes here. Alright, no, but seriously, I'm not knocking it for the fact that it is such an early 3D platformer that it's still trying to... Okay, buddy. It's still trying to figure out what exactly defines 3D platforming, and still has a lot to learn, or... The genre still has a lot of iteration to figure that out. Like, fair enough in respect to that. I'm just bewildered and mildly alarmed by everything else the game does. Hello. Okay. I'll go here now.
It feels like the art team and the actual game developers are barely interconnected with each other. The level design does not match the... Well, it kind of does because the camera is so obnoxious. But otherwise, the level design is very sprawling and does not fit the visuals and audio of what's going on.
Okay, well, I guess I'll go home now. Oh, probably I was supposed to hit that switch to make that a movie platform. Well, screw you, buddy.
Eventually, 3D games decided players want more tightrope walking. What exactly do you mean by that?
Oh, wait, that's another continue.
Okay, Mr. Hotshot Game Player, now what? Oh, great.
Last continue.
Didn't even make it past the first world. Wow.
Well, let's see. Maybe now that I've figured out the tricks, I'll kick ass. I suppose the option... So, like walking across a long skinny rope or plank. Doom, Banjo-Kazooie, Ocarina, Mario 64. Mario Sunshine is 50% tight ropes. Well, that I'll agree with. But you do mean literally walking tight ropes.
I still don't really follow. Like, I know there's tight ropes in Sunshine a lot, but I assume you mean metaphorically.
So, with respect to the type of 3D platforming we have here is focusing on lanes and stuff. There's not a whole lot of element of fear of falling off or anything like that. It's just navigating mazes. I mean, we have seen me fall off of ledges and stuff, but that's mostly due to unfamiliarity with the environment rather than big emphasis on platforming challenges.
Yeah, I guess that's a big part of it, is that since the environment isn't really a challenge to navigate in this area, they have to add challenge by making the enemies really obnoxious, and that's just not fun.
There we go. I am seeing at least that the way we're supposed to be looking at this is paying attention to the paths and grass. So, for example... actually, this is a little far ahead. You can... Excuse me. You can see here that I can walk along the cobblestone path here, but there's grass on the north and south edges of this path, so I'm not able to walk off the north and south. However, on the eastern corner of this, it terminates in gravel, which signifies that I can walk off.
Okay.
So that's what we need to be paying attention to.
Not very clear.
Would you rather yellow paint? I would, but I also recognize that I have the unpopular opinion in that debate.
Well, I would rather I would rather signposting than so like ideally there wouldn't be yellow paint. But if you have to use yellow paint, that's better than nothing. It's kind of how I look at it.
We as a society should evolve beyond the need for yellow paint.
Like, yes, it's ideal to signpost through more organic means, but if the alternative is something like this that just doesn't have signposting or has very minimal signposting, that's worse.
Alright, so I can just walk off the edge there. Why? Why would you let me do that, game? That is probably a deliberate sucker's trap, so, like, fair.
I guess, but the game was just laughing their ass off at you for that.
Alright, I'm gonna go this way. This path scares me less. Ah, man. Can't I get that stunt double for this segment? Okay.
I guess the way to put it is like this game is really good at invoking anxiety, but why in the world do they want to invoke anxiety so much? I kind of respect it for being so good at invoking anxiety because I like feeling things in video games, but that is not a mood I would commonly seek out.
It's unique. Ah, there we go. Stairs.
It feels like it's intentionally invoking anxiety too.
Legit would not surprise me if that was a design intent. Oh crap, this is my last life. I didn't even realize.
I got worked.
Okay, luckily we have... Thank you.
Parachutes, hey,
Okay, so just go ham on mantises. Was there any point to that? Okay, there's Daddy-O. What?
Another coin.
What is the pattern of these? Okay, and then up, down. Alright, now.
It doesn't really matter. You just have to wait on it.
Wait, what lane am I supposed to be in for that thing?
No, you're too far. I think you were just right. I think you just have to wait for it.
But this platform will never go to the, I guess, west.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's the cycle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then it resets.
Okay, then I guess it's the one forward of this one.
Oh no, I know what it is. I have
What?
to platform to grab it.
Oh.
So,
Oh, I see. Wow, okay.
okay.
That was just... Wow, okay, that was just a single jump, but it's weird how anxiety-inducing that is.
No kidding. I know I could take this section faster, but I don't want to.
Yeah. What if this game had a time limit on it?
Good lord, I was wondering why the game wasn't throwing one of those at us early on, but... Okay. Alright, here. What the...
Whoa! Whoa! You know how
Yeah.
most games, like, introduce something in a safe environment so that you can, like, get used to something's patterns, and then later on when they mix elements they can they can actually test the player on what they've learned. Yeah, this game doesn't give a fuck about any of that.
Well... I don't like that!
Whoa! Trippy!
I think this may be one of the worst paced video games I've ever seen.
Okay. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I kinda asked for that. Oh, well, naturally.
Okay.
Okay, well, bye. Oh, okay. Oh no, the platform's falling down.
That was a very underwhelming final obstacle.
What, you didn't like the boulder sequence being the cooldown part?
It's a little strange.
Okay, last Insectia finale.
Okay. Oh, different music.
It's a boss.
Watch it, buddy!
So, is he just perpetuating a hate crime back there?
By saying snails are slime?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What?
Whoa! Okay.
Oh, crap. Ah, shit. Alright. Alright, well, where does it leave us?
That's some hitbox. Okay. Now I know that they knew what they were doing.
So, because he... No, no. And...
Wow.
From the top... Yep. Yep. So, it took about 29 years, but eventually someone discovered a level select code for this game.
Uh-huh.
Shall I? Or do we do this legit and just get good at the video game?
I don't know.
Alright, well... Alright. Let's at least blitz through one more time fairly legit. I don't really know what anything does, but we at least... We at least know the stages now. We, know that... We know what the bonus levels are like. We can just skip those. We know what the power-ups are. We can... we know that we don't have to prioritize exploring everything. So, like, there I legit don't know if he's going, wow! Because it's a secret area or because of the mind-boggling 3D effect.
Like, I feel like I completely understand why this game was super popular. Level select was needed because in addition to continues, you only get so many loads per world. So if you game over too much and lose your loads, you lose progress and go back one world.
Whoa. So, like... say you're playing, you die a bunch, you still have continues, but you go to do a continue in a later world, and it takes you back to the start of the previous world?
Yeah, if you load World 3 too much, but keep gaming over, eventually you can't load World 3 anymore. Back to 2.
Weird. It's a very strange restriction. Oh, that sucks. That's a very strange restriction.
In some respects, this game does kind of remind me that I'm like a human and not just like someone, not just a robot that evaluates artistic achievement, because this is doing so much impressive stuff, but it just doesn't matter because the tone is so contrary to what I usually want out of a video game.
Sure. Okay, so ideally it is good to get all of the continues you can, the clapboard things. Are those what we get from the bonus rounds?
Bonus gives lives.
Okay, so... We haven't seen any of the clapboards yet, have we? Or do those come, like, at the end of each world or something? Or are they just much better hidden than I've... Continues are like branching paths you have to find for platforming, or a platforming road. Okay, okay, so I just haven't run into them yet. Two.
I hate that.
Maybe this game would... Maybe, like, you need to study this game off-stream and, like, look up maps or something to understand how it works. And, like, know where all of the clipboards are and stuff.
Okay, sure. I can just do a full deep dive into mechanics and such for it.
Yeah. That would show off more content anyway. Usually you see the continue and are like, okay, how do I get that?
Okay.
Well, it's a good sign if they, like, foreshadow it a little at least.
I don't think we've seen any yet, so, unless they're...
And I will say that gems are basically useless.
Oh, okay. I do want that up. Yep. Yeah, they seem to just be tied to that score multiplier at the end of the stage.
Well, now that it's 100, it's blinking.
I was wondering about that, yeah.
I think if you get every gem from every segment of a world, you get to a weird bonus level as a dragonfly flying through rings or something, huh?
Oh, okay.
Not even a 1-up for 100 gems.
Yeah, that feels like that'd just be a nice layup.
Okay, let's see what the manual says about stuff of this nature, if anything. Blue crystals. These airy gems are easy to pick up. Collect 100 blue crystals during a round to get a dragonfly icon. Gain an icon in all 3 rounds of a level, and you'll be admitted to the dragonfly ring chase when you finish the level. If you don't collect 100 crystals in every round, you'll skip the dragonfly bonus round.
Okay, so it only comes at the end of each world.
Yeah.
Why does he turn into Olaf when he dies? The head shape very briefly.
Whoa! Trippy!
Oh, wait, I don't need that. No, I still don't need that. Okay, now I need it.
These antennas, goodbye!
So I think every 8 trophies in a bonus game gets a 1-up. Most games have 8 or 16 trophies.
Gotcha, okay. Yeah, I've been struggling a little bit, so that doesn't surprise me that I'm, struggling there. Alright, so so that would then be an indicator that I got what I needed for the dragonfly bonus in that stage.
And action!
What was the layout for this one? I'll leave that blood juice alone. Does it? Yeah. By the way, thank you very much for your intel here, Moon Pie
Yeah.
Jenkins.
I really appreciate it.
Okay, so this game is such a meme. I can believe it!
It's always on. It's never off, and it needs to be off occasionally. I can't keep up with it.
There we go.
But less terrible and abrasive than Bubsy 3D IMO, like actually playable. You said it earlier, it causes nothing but stress. Yeah, it definitely controls better than Bubsy 3D, but...
I think you're on record for saying that you find Bubsy 3D so offensive as to loop back around and being an item of fascination for you.
Well, not quite.
Oh,
I
that's
feel
something.
that I feel that way about its multiplayer mode.
Oh, okay.
The single player, I think it's just kind of nothing.
That... Oh, he just ran off the edge. Okay, well, bye. Looks better than Bubsy 3D by a mile. I don't quite know what I collected there. Oh well. I mean, yeah, the sprite work is a hell of a lot cleaner than the 3D models of Bubsy 3D, but then most things in this world are.
Yes. Like, this game has a lot of personality. It's the personality of a guy I don't like.
Alright, I need to get a handle on these stomper patterns, since they seem to be the same. So, 1 and 2 alternate. 3 only goes down on 3 and 4. 4 only goes down on 1 and 2. Which means 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. That's the play. Right, now I want that one too. Thank you. Alright, here is the alternate entrance into this section. If you don't get this precisely, you just get bugs staring in a direction, being like, well, I sure wish I could go that way!
This would probably be the parent of the child that was playing this video game. This would be their least favorite game of all time. Oh god, I gotta watch him play Bug again.
So I did not grow up on Ren and Stimpy. In point of fact, it was one of the few things that was out and out banned in my household. In retrospect, I don't know that I exactly mind, but at the time it was entirely because it terrified my my mother. Like, she saw, she's real, and she said this over the years. She saw like a little bit of it and was terrified that this was the direction animation was destined to go in.
It is kind of like Ren and Stimpy in a sense, because Ren and Stimpy is something I begrudgingly respect, because it did have a huge influence on how animation would go forward, and like the exaggeration in that show would go on to inspire a lot of shows I do like, but this has that similar kind of confidence and perhaps not knowing the meaning of the word restraint to its detriment.
I'm gonna grab this coin since I know how that's gonna go.
So it puts me in a weird position.
And I'm not even going to bother with the dumb bees.
I almost feel like I want to be in the headspace where I can enjoy something like this, but I don't know if I'll get there.
I don't know. Give it time. Maybe this becomes a favorite pain of ours.
Maybe.
Okay, let's see if I can finally get this stupid zappy timing. Ah, damn. I guess not. Totally didn't need to do that. Hell. Let's see. I have the coins, so I don't know. I'll try to tangle in with the zap bees again.
Intellectually, I respect this game, I think, but also it gives me a headache, I guess.
No, that's fair. Oh. Oh, I guess the game can just do that. Well, now I'm curious. Are you something? Oh, hello. Okay, okay, not nothing, not nothing. Zip, forgot about you. Uh-oh. Crap. Freebie! Well, this is a different part of the stage. Maybe this is good? Nope, let me kill him. Okay, maybe not. Fine. See if I care.
Yeah,
No, I totally care.
I think this is a kill as few things as possible. You don't have the luxury of engaging with each individual enemy like you do in most platformers.
Yeah,
you just
fair.
gotta get the hell past everything.
Okay, well, that was almost terrible. Bye.
Whoa!
Oh, right.
Kill
so
these guys.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, they drop guys. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that was 8. Is that something? We'll never know.
Whoa! Trippy!
Game's like,
I got 8 things! That's cool!
Cut! This son! Stop! Stop!
suck. Cock.
Can't believe Steven Spielberg would give us the stunt bug cock. I will say, this is a very DreamWorks game by accident.
That is not giving enough credit to DreamWorks.
Well, that's true.
DreamWorks can be off sometimes. Like, Gex is a very DreamWorks game.
Whoa.
Luck, man.
Good luck, man.
Well. Okay, well, fuck me, I guess. Okay, dumbass. It's like the only one that I feel at all confident on, too. Oh well.
Whoa.
I don't know. You did pretty good on that last one.
I guess so. Oh, you know what? I'll just walk by so long as
Yes.
you're giving me the option. Thank you.
Yeah, there you go. You're learning this game. Don't engage, just keep going. The anxiety that you see on Bug's face is the anxiety you need to be bringing to every situation.
Can't believe Bug, I can't believe Bug is a dead-on accurate social anxiety simulator. Oh, not this guy. I'm going. Bye. Free me.
Just power walk your way through everything. Okay, I'm going. All right, let's go.
Free me.
It's fine. Let me go.
Well.
Meep.
Whoa. Trippy.
I hate how massive those explosions are, too.
So, when's the last time you've seen Alice in Wonderland, the Disney movie?
Admittedly, been a while, but that's one that I have, I wouldn't say I have memorized, but I know very, very, very well.
Do you remember the scene where the Mad Hatter and the March Hare are like desperately trying to break the Mad
Watch!
stopwatch?
Mad Watch!
Yeah, that is like a really strong scene, and like I think it relates to how the themes of that movie, how it's all about like losing your grip on reality.
Mhm.
And when you watch that scene, it's intense because it's such a strong look at like what happens when you get completely consumed by only emotion and not logic about anything. It shows how even though nonsense seems fun on the outside, it can really become incredibly stressful. And I think that's one of my favorite Disney movies of that era, just because it creates such a unique sort of experience of like dealing with keeping your mental facilities and whatnot in a
Sure.
world that makes no sense. All this to say that I think that if this game had been more upfront and done something like that, and like made it all about losing your grip on reality, or get us on board with the madness, or like start us off with something calm and have it build up to this cacophony of losing sight of where we even are anymore. Like that could work really well, but it just jumps off on the deep end from the beginning.
It's... I worry so much that we're setting ourselves up for disappointment when the next world is not... Well, when the next world is simply whatever the hell it ends up being.
Yeah.
I know we're in for 6 worlds. I don't remember what those are, but we're up for... But it's just 24 levels, Gooms. Just 24 levels.
And we made it to level 4.
Well, yes. Wait a sec. Shift? Oh, no. Okay. No, I'm just... Okay, but like each of those clearly contains something. So if you go back up... I said go back... I suppose I deserved that.
But yeah, in Alice in Wonderland, like say these really witty things that you are blink and you miss it, and they move so quickly on from one topic to the next. It's like that they you wouldn't even understand what they're talking about if you're a kid and not paying attention. But the deeper you get into trying to understand it, the more you can kind of get what it's doing. This, like, it's like you almost get invited into the world of the characters and how they think, and you can kind of think like how they do. I guess this just doesn't have enough logic of its own. It doesn't... It's not that it has insane logic, it just doesn't have logic.
I suspect we'll eventually be able to better step into it, but it's quite a lot out the gate.
Yeah.
Get away from me!
Oh, right, this section. Okay.
Bug juice!
That was a big risk. Oh, right, these screamers.
These guys, seriously.
I'm just gonna go.
Yeah, just don't worry about it.
Whoa.
I get a free heal from this. This is fine. I don't like his lips.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Whoa! Trippy!
3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Oh, well. I got impatient. But that pattern seems consistent every time. Oh no, it's a boulder. Let's run from it. Ah, and it's falling land. Okay.
How slow is that?
Okay. We're back, I guess.
I only have one life, but I've got several continues, so maybe it's okay.
I hate that.
You know, it's a very Aardman sort of snail design.
Yeah, I could see that.
Something about the schnoz, I think.
Uh-huh.
Oh, right. I'm just gonna hide over here if it's all the same to you.
Watch it, buddy!
Okay, now it does the back and forth, so I'll just hide over here. Oh, it got me.
Okay, Mr. Hotshot Game Player, now what? Oh, great!
You have to cross over those spawns, I guess.
Yeah, fair. Okay. I guess I just got it on a lucky pattern before. Oh. It's a very unexciting day in the stands of the whatever this is.
Man, I'm just nice to have something with marginally less energy than what's been going on.
No kidding.
Like, usually this is a relatively high energy scene, but compared to everything else we've been doing, this is practically a break.
Okay, here we go. Oh, guess I'm okay here. damn.
Help me.
Okay, let's see. Oh, crap.
That's the play. Jump over one and then jump over the other two.
Yeah. Okay. I don't think we've actually gotten this one yet. Ah, come on.
Hydraulics on that is really jank.
No kidding.
Get away from me.
Ah, free me.
I got work.
Right, I forgot that that's what that one is.
I think I saw you got 8 trophies and no one up. Maybe it's 9, lol. Been a while.
That's okay. Okay, well, thank you for going back to that position so you can reset. Ah, damn. One never has a craving to play Bug!
Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. It's like I appreciate it for having a very specific mood, but why? I don't know if I'll ever be in this specific mood.
Okay, Mr. Hotshot Game Player, now what? Oh, great.
Boy, watch me run through all my continues trying to fight the first boss. Oh, well, that works too.
I hate that.
Oh, right, this stupid one. Okay, here we go. Oh, wait. No, that's very obviously the way to do it. Okay. 6. Okay. He gains 1 hit points between phases. So now this one I'll have to do 7 hits to him.
I see.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, new attack. Oh! Okay.
Pretty easy.
Hey, watch it, buddy.
7, 8.
Jeez.
Well, he fucking explodes.
Okay,
We
we
saved
have a
our
dog.
dog.
A dog caterpillar.
Insectia Dragonfly bonus. Here we go.
We got it.
Let's do it. It's okay. Take your time. Should probably be okay. Alright, well I do appreciate them using Flight of the Bumblebee. That's cute. There we go. That's a thing.
Okay, that's how you get those.
New world! Oh, wait.
So the gems are valuable after all. Oh, cutscenes.
Alright. He's moving from the Insectia set to the naturally the desert board set. I appreciate that canonically he really does move that slowly.
Yes.
Reptilia, scene 1.
Okay. Here's the moment of truth. Music.
Action!
Okay, it's significantly more mild.
To start.
Okay. I can deal with this one.
Yeah, this sounds like Crash Bandicoot music.
Yeah.
Bug Juice Spit Builder. Oh, are we finally going to be able to use the spit attack?
Like
oh,
this
okay, bones are jumpies.
this music has its anxiety in it too, but compared to the last one, it feels much more relaxed.
Evening all. Just wondering if we're looking into a Discord alternative ahead of March. Hey Jared. We haven't talked about it, I don't think. This is with respect to some of the stuff that Discord's been rolling out with the age verification stuff.
Yeah. I'm not sure. We'll have to think about that.
Bug juice!
I do think there is merit to seeing how things shake out, but oh, okay. I admittedly have not really been paying attention to a whole lot of proceedings just because I've got so much going on day to day that I haven't really had the bandwidth to worry about a lot of that.
Help me! Delish!
That being said, probably not a bad thing for us to think about. I'm not really the one who makes that call, though. Oh. Warning kamikaze cicadas. Oh, okay. Well. Wait, are these checkpoints now?
Bug was here.
Oh. Cicadas. I mean, I'd like to grab the other guy. You know, does there need to be kamikaze cicadas is my question.
Hurt me.
Oh, I forgot that stuff happens.
Get away from me! Wanted!
The camera woes become more apparent. Yeah, huh. Oh, right, I still have
Still
zap juice.
It's still an improvement from the first world. It feels like, wow, I'm actually playing a video game now instead of just constantly feeling anxiety.
Okay, so that is a checkpoint now. Okay. Figured that was worth bringing up. At least look at options in case the changes go south. Wait, there's safe zones there. That's fair. Like I said, we haven't spoken about it yet, or we haven't discussed it yet. It wouldn't hurt for us to think about it. It still feels early, but again, conversation worth having.
I hate that.
Every game has the traditional Green Hill Zone level 1. That is very much not a Green Hill Zone.
More like Turning Green Hill Zone.
That's gotta hurt.
Okay, those guys aren't too bad. You just need to know what their safe zones are.
And like, there's actual patterns that they showcase to you and you can figure out. Like, this feels like a real platformer all of a sudden.
Imagine that.
Like, there was the music, but also just like the bombardment of the enemies at you in the last level. And that section where all of the platforms would move randomly, it's like chaos. Not that this is calm or anything, but
Oh, great.
Maybe more games need to do the Sonic 4 episode metal thing of starting at the end and working back to the beginning.
And action!
Bug looks like a character from Superstar Saga in the continue screen.
He kind of does, yeah. Well, these next worlds shan't be casual romps with an area scary obstacle, lol. Something would
I'm
feel
sure.
off if it somehow peaked. If it somehow had the friggin' Kid Icarus reverse difficulty pyramid.
I'm sure there's plenty more anxiety to come, but like, remember those goddamn mantises that just flailed their arms at you?
He shoots! He scores!
Desertia isn't that bad. Actually, it's Lazaria.
Actually, it's Reptilia, but that's okay.
Oh, well, whatever.
Pund.
I was
Got
closer.
him. /L/ratioed / snake exclusionary. I don't know.
What?
Well, because you were all like Lizardia instead of Reptilia.
Oh.
Well. Somewhere in this beautiful, magnificent world is a coin, which we can give Daddy-O.
And these levels are building it based off of pits instead of attacking you with tons of enemies like the last one. Like what we were saying.
Granted,
It's not...
I don't like the platforming, but...
I don't either, but at least it feels like a platformer instead of chaos.
That is true. Okay, so you just have to be brave for these jumps. Okay.
Like, I like that you have to think about what these guys are doing and react accordingly. That's like almost a Sniper Joe type enemy.
Oh, wait. I would have liked that. Maybe it's not too late. Nice.
Serenity now, insanity later.
Ah, man. Goodbye forever,
Slapperhead.
Wait, crap. I think this is our last life before we run out of continues. No, wait, we collected a continue before. It should be...
Yeah, we did.
I really wish the zap had more range.
So I think doing well on that Dragonfly minigame is going to be key. Because we'll need at least one continue per world, probably.
Well, more if we really do lose progress.
Right.
I hate that.
Okay. Don't do it. Okay.
Okay, Mr. Hotshot Game Player, now what? Oh, great.
And action!
I like the lower path better.
Hey, watch it, buddy.
So we know that Bug in Universe, the movie, is a movie. But what genre would it be?
Supposedly action.
Huh. High octane, waiting for killers to not squish you.
Well, ebb and flow with these things. There's supposed to be tension.
There was no tension in the first world.
I think the tension was the strain put on the viewer's sanity.
I don't know if you can call that tension rather than... Like, it's long since snapped.
Bug juice.
Okay.
So what did you get from the Dragonfly bonus? You get a continue. So, very much worth it.
Yes, indeed.
That's gotta hurt.
Alright, Daddy-O's there. If I can find it, if I can present a coin to him, then that's a bonus round. And we like bonus rounds.
These antennas goodbye.
Right, zap, 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 zap. I know up ahead is progress. I'm just seeing if I can't find that coin. There it is.
And a one up.
Oh, but I can't get to it from this side. Right, so that leaves many questions. Alright, so here. Ah! Dastardly. Okay. Alright, but now I've got it. Okay. Daddy-O. Free me. Nope, wait, well, there we go.
Whoa.
Sonic!
He made it.
Oh, wait,
God,
damn.
this is disorienting.
Damn, I let him pull ahead. I can't see all the cool effects of Mr. the Hedgehog doing the background platforming stuff.
Every once in a while, I'm reminded that this is, in fact, a video game.
Mostly on the bonus rounds, huh?
Yeah.
Whoa. Trippy.
And Sonic's just casually there. Never talk about it at all.
I guess in the reality of this game, he took some time out of his busy schedule to cameo in this flick.
He shoots. He scores.
I do appreciate that it's specifically the Sonic 3 sprite, but like, why wouldn't it be?
Sonic's most memorable appearance on the Saturn? Well, there's Sonic R and Knights, but yeah.
That wasn't worth See, it was the most memorable. I guess it's hard to argue with that logic. Fuck me.
Game does not feel like a Sega game at all, to say.
Bad juice.
This feels like like Bubsy or something along those lines.
Yeah. Okay, let's see if I can actually negotiate. The answer is no. Alright, there's gotta be some play here. Be brave. Be brave. Be brave. Be brave!
I got work.
Nope. Brave is not the answer.
It almost was, though. That was kind of impressive. Alright, be brave 2 point. Be brave 2 point. This is that point. Don't be brave.
It's... okay.
Nice butt.
Oh.
Well... Oh. Okay. Okay. Alright. So. I see what you mean. So this is what we're working with. We can endlessly start over in Insectia. We can start over in Reptilia twice ever? Now, if we run through all of Insectia again, does that recharge the amount of uses we have for Reptilia?
Okay, so it's This is like a meta continue.
Okay. Alright, so if we do clear Insectia again, then it will recharge the uses for our Reptilia save. Presumably once we clear through Reptilia, we'll unlock saves for Splot. Then from there, Quoria, Burbs, and Arachnia.
These are like continues
Good lord,
for your
ice physics.
continues. Which are weird.
Yes, I believe so.
Huh. Well, at least that shows we're making forward progress in some respect.
I guess, yeah. See, Wild West of gaming.
So,
Suppose so.
yeah. Okay. I guess that's a little bit better than what I expected, which was just you had to start over from the beginning.
I hate that.
I was thinking it was like you start over from the beginning, and if you use too many continues in one world, then they just make you go back a world because fuck you.
Yeah, that was the impression that I got too. Glad to be wrong there.
It's kind of an interesting system, I guess. It's like, I don't even know what to call it. It's sort of like a roguelike with checkpoints that are only temporary.
Well, it's shades of that really neat continue system in that terrible Centipede revival from the late 90s.
They added uses/loads to the hierarchy of lives continues loads. Yeah.
Okay. It's alright. We get another shot at being co-stars with Mr. the Hedgehog. Send us away, Daddy-O.
Whoa.
Good luck, man.
This one seems really easy to at least get one life on.
Actually, Sonic looks bored. That seems apt. Well, get it, you dumbass! Run off. Pow!
Whoa. Trippy. Help me.
And for the record, I can't jump when I'm walking on the sides. Which I guess makes sense, but, like... I don't like him getting turned on by that.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
I don't want to think of Bug like that.
Well, I mean, when you get a game over, it kind of forces it on you.
Get away from me!
Nice butt.
Oh,
Good sexy bug.
alright, let's figure out what the hell we're doing here. Although I think I have the picture of it. When it's down low, I can walk over it safe.
I got
You do, huh?
But I only have a moment, so I have to move quickly.
I hate that.
Me too, bug. Me too.
It's a tight window. Okay.
Who says I hate that to getting stabbed by a spear from below?
Guys who feel the need to provide social media updates on literally everything. Hello.
Watch it, buddy!
Ah, hell. Why? Okay, so I very much want to get back there. Is there a thingy that I can? No? Okay. I guess I'll go to hell.
There's gotta be a way over there.
Dude. I suspect it was under an alternate route that I didn't discover.
Help me! Ah, that's gotta hurt.
Okay, there's the end of the stage. Have you ever been turned on by a tornado? Bug has.
Oh, hurt me.
Sounds so... I mean, maybe it's in the name, but he sounds so wormy like that. That Z-axis is a doozy. No kidding. Try it this way.
Shoots! They scores! Whoa!
What?
Whoa!
The answer was to do nothing. Just let it happen. Don't worry about it. Okay.
I guess.
Get away from me!
The answer, as with many parts of this game, is do not engage.
Learning to deal with bullying simulator.
See, they show it continue. How TF do I get there? Then you see a Daddy-O. Where the hell was a coin?
Slapperhead!
Well, fuck me, I guess. Am I supposed to hold the jump button? Is that the
I
play?
hate that.
Fuck up.
That's right. I'm
I
good.
get it. Bug stop, like bus stop,
Yes.
I guess.
Okay.
Long first level.
Alright. Give me a minute. I will be right back. I think I hear Edwina calling from the other room. Just have to check on her. I suspect she hears, or she senses, whatever the heck's going on here and is not... She herself is going, I don't like that.
I don't blame her.
Alright. What is that? Population 213312. Okay.
That's not really a joke.
Oh, I can be a stunt double. Okay.
Cut! He said cut! Stunt dog! And action!
Worst lands.
Delish! Watch it, buddy!
Between it is a little hard to play like this. Glad you seem to be having a good time, though. Oop, careful. Just make yourself comfortable.
Okay, Mr. Hotshot Game Player, now what?
Well, we made
Oh,
progress.
great.
Yep.
Let's try the other way.
And action! Cut! His third card! Stand back! And action!
He said cut.
I can only hear, you suck. Fuck.
I don't know. These lands feel worse than the other lands. Look, man, I don't know what to tell you. I gotta play this thing. Ow. Well. I keep forgetting to hold the button such that I can get bug juice. Why?
game's gotta be- This game's got to be up there in terms of games to use as an effective torture device.
Well, okay.
You have the next 24 hours to beat Bug on Sega Saturn. Good luck.
That warrants consideration. So, like, we know this got a Japanese release, for which I hope we apologized. But has Arino ever ran afoul of this one?
No, I don't believe so. I don't know if he's done any Sega Saturn games actually. He's done some N64 and some PS1, but I don't know about Saturn.
Bug juice!
You can live. But maybe he shouldn't have. Can't I just, like, reach? You can spot me, right? No, okay.
I bet you get that coin if you go to the worst lands.
Oh.
Okay, Mr. Hotshot Game Player, now what? Oh, great.
I think you're getting exhausted.
And action!
There genuinely feels like there's a little bit of a delay with inputs. I mean, yes, I'm not denying that, but there genuinely feels like there's a little bit of a delay. Like, when he's in a situation where he can push up against a wall, he would rather push up against a wall than do anything else.
Action!
Alright, I should try to get good, though. Alright.
He shoots! He scores! Get away from me!
I'm supposed to wait for it to go overhead.
Yes.
Slapperhead!
I'm just gonna go this way.
I got work! I hate that.
I hate that.
No, 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 no.
Nice butt!
Well, this doesn't bode well, huh, Grooms?
No, it doesn't.
We're gonna have to see this one through. I like your suggestion of taking time to figure it out. Maybe I should spend some time... Oh, there's a demo. Okay. Oh, but it's for the anxiety-inducing Green Hills.
And action!
I like the idea of taking some time off stream to try and figure stuff out.
Yeah, I would not play the level because that would mean that you would lose the continues you built up, or the uses, I guess. but like Google stuff and let see if you can find out where the coins are, where the continues are, where the one-ups are.
Yeah. I probably do want to replay Insectia, though, to just regain that one, oh, you really want me to see him do this now, okay.
You think you can build up uses, like, from doing Insectia multiple times?
I wouldn't think so, but there are 2 digits there.
Yeah.
So, maybe...
As an option for grinding, too.
Yeah, true.
At least there's, like, a method of forward progress in this. Like, it's not just ramming your head up against a wall and then getting sent back to the beginning, because this game seems way too long for that.
Agreed.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time Sega's done something like that. Like, Kid Chameleon is a really long game too if you don't warp to the end, but...
Right. Okay, so it's... Respectfully, I'm going to mute this.
Yes, please.
Somewhere in the game is a level with 2 continues, so you can farm them quicker than losing them. Okay, I'll have to look into that. This is one that I probably will spoil for myself, but leave you in the lurch so that you can figure stuff out. We're just going to mute that while we kind of discuss here.
Yeah. Pay attention to me! Pay attention to me!
Actually, it's starting to get late at night. I don't want to actually bug my neighbors. So it's been a while since we've had to do this, but I am going to reinstate the Shining Light. For those who aren't familiar, it's a concept I got from the podcast The Worst Idea of All Time, in which 2 New Zealander comedians watch and review the same movie over and over and over and over and over again. And every week, because they're suffering and they don't want to be just miserable all the time, they try to find one thing that they genuinely liked about the movie in that viewing, which they refer to as the Shining Light. It's been a while since we've played a game that's kind of brought me to this state, but I think for the sake of things, let us find something positive here. From what we've seen so far of this game, what is a shining light for you, Gomes?
I think that, like, I talked about this on stream, but like, the I feel like if I were in a very specific and maybe even kind of self-destructive mood, I feel like this game would weirdly hit right. I'm a kind of person that likes when games evoke emotions in me. The worst thing a game can do is make me feel nothing, and this game doesn't make me feel nothing. So I could conceive of a situation where this is the kind of game I would need to play in order to, like, remind myself of what it is like to feel anxiety or something.
So So the bug, the game for the fatalistic masochist, is what you're saying. I
Well,
mean,
like if um yeah, uh the because anxiety is an important emotion in certain situations, so maybe there's something to be said about a game which can, in a relatively safe environment, make you feel that emotion so that when you uh, approach that situation in real life, you're you can better recognize it and be prepared for it.
oh shit. Here I was appreciating intellectually but ribbing you for what you're saying, but that actually kind of touches upon my little side project that I've been doing of playing survival horror to help me deal with anxiety stuff. No, it's true. Um that
Yeah,
is and you're not wrong. That is the sort of thing that I'm looking for is simulated environments to get that sensory overload or just a lot and just go, there's a method, figure it out, work through it. And you are quite right. This is an example of that.
yeah. Like I brought up Alice in Wonderland, and that the the Mad Watch scene. That's kind of like a horror scene, honestly, just from how psychologically unsettling that scene is and how many conflicting emotions are going on and how it comes out of nowhere. Um, so like I guess I, it's weird to call this game a horror game, but it has the anxiety of a horror game. So it almost feels it like it has intentionality in that respect.
That is weird to think about, but again, you might be onto something here. In a time where 3D had no identity, they came up with a decent concept for 3D. It just executed subpar. Yeah, yeah. I mean, like we were saying before, as an evolutionary link in the progression from 2D to 3D, I think this is a fair space to examine and explore. And I think this is genuinely, uh, especially when you're just dipping your toes in it and aren't confident on a fully realized 3D world yet. This is, if I had if I had played this in '95 with like in free play or whatever. I think that would be kind of an interesting. Oh, okay, okay. Well, hell, even kid me. I'm. I wasn't oblivious to tonality and such as a kid, but I would have been more receptive to or whatever this game was doing. So I don't know. I could have been in a space where I would have appreciated this within that era. Of course, I
Uh-huh.
was two in '95, but figuratively speaking,
Hmm.
um, for me, I did like the snail boss. I will say the snail boss was good. Um,
Yeah, the snail boss was a weird moment of levity, I think.
God, if it turns out that the bosses are the well, if it turns out that the bosses are the simple highlights, then we're just back to a stall again.
Yeah.
That's a weird parallel. Is this the Western Astal? I
Kind
think
of.
I think as well I'm gonna have to along the lines of Astal, I'm gonna have to do a deep dive into contemporary magazine reviews and see what the ever loving hell contemporary reviewers made of this thing.
I think it makes a better case of like you get your money's worth out of this game. That's for sure. Um,
That is very true. Yes.
because for better or worse, this game is a lot, and like during a time when you didn't have a lot of games to play, maybe you needed a lot to satisfy you. You needed something that is so engrossing and so has quite a bit of content and um, demands that much attention out of you that it forces it it can it's very absorbing of your time even if it's maybe not enjoyable during that time.
Yes. And you know that's true. That is something to think about. This is one of the things we're doing with this series is we're looking at a lot of the quick hitter first party releases for the Sega Saturn. And if this session is any indicator, you really can't say that this is going to be a quick hitter. I'm fine seeing this through, but this is probably is a genuinely one of the best arguments for persisting with the Saturn rather than just looking at it as an arcadey sort of thing.
Yeah. That's how I felt about Spyro 2. No more big map with exploring for gems, just a bunch of lame mini games. But those boss fights were way better than Spyro 1. Yeah, I agree, unfortunately.
I did quite like Spyro 2, but I definitely get that opinion, and I respect that opinion,
Yeah.
and absolutely agreed with. If nothing else, friggin' Ripto's the friggin' Gruntilda of the PS1.
Yeah.
But
But
eh,
but I will say though, like the that just makes me think. Compare the vibes of this to Spyro, and like, wow, like Spyro knows how to breathe.
well, yeah, because he's a dragon, he breathes fire. No, but I absolutely I get you. Friggin' what I wouldn't do with some of that music right now.
I can see where I was coming from. You are playing as a bug who looks like a punching bag slash jobber in a Looney Tunes short, after all, a bit like Wile E. Coyote, fittingly enough. Yeah,
Yeah,
I, this feels like a character that they want to see fail for the sake of humor, but maybe that isn't the best thing for a video game, which um, generally has some sense of power fantasy fulfillment. Um, but like I think it could work. Um, like there are certainly games where you play as a weak protagonist that are good. Uh, just it needs to ease us into an idea that weird a little better, I think.
it's well, like Crash Bandicoot a year later, since we keep mentioning him. Part of the fun is because it's a difficult game. Naughty Dog had fun with the death animations and stuff, and made him go whoa, and
Yeah,
made it a silly spectacle when he died to kind of pad the impact of it a little bit.
yeah, and you had the intro cutscene with Neo Cortex to like contrast. This is the wacky, crazy animal, and he's going up against um, modernity represented through neocortex, so that gives you something um it gives you the duality of what's going on in the game. And then when you go to the first level, it points you directly forward in the way that you're going to be going forward through most of the game. And um it does a lot better of a job at uh giving you direction,
Mhm.
even though you play as a similarly wacky character who just kind of does whatever.
Jared suggests more so in he looks slash feels like a Looney Tunes jobber, but I can see this going for the idea of if this guy can make it, so can you as well. That's a nice sentiment.
I think the biggest problem is that these levels are so labyrinthine that you kind of think of the character as you're playing him as more contemplative, and like he needs to decide which path he's going down, whereas Crash Bandicoot is forced into a linear path. So even though he could go crazy and go on all these alternate paths, the game um, funnels him into just barreling forward down the path, and um, that gets you into the mindset of Crash Bandicoot a lot better.
Okay, wait a second. Contemplative. We're going to play a little bit more of this because you just got me to think of something. I'm not going to turn on the. Oh, I don't think you're getting my desktop audio, so this totally isn't going to work for you. I just want to test something here. I don't know how to present this to you. Just digging up something on YouTube right quick. Da, 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 da. Little bit of So Sticker Bush Symphony is interesting because it contrasts the hardest level archetype in Donkey Kong Country 2 with a quiet contemplative track.
Yes.
So let's see how that sounds here.
I can't hear you.
Yeah, I have no idea how to share this with you such that you could get it, but it's just Sticker Bush Symphony. Just dig it up on YouTube.
Okay, fine, I'll do it for you.
Thank you. The issue is that it does have such a long ramp up that I don't know that it fully sets up for this, but... That kind of synced up.
No, yeah, this is better.
Maybe that's the play. We just cut our own soundtrack for this game.
Like, it still isn't nearly designed as well as Donkey Kong Country 2, of course, because you're getting hit by a bunch of things that aren't telegraphed nearly as well. But,
Sure.
like, the vibe matches it much better.
I also think Moon Pie is completely onto something of just muting the ever-loving snot out of this idiot.
Yes. Yeah, like Sticker Bush Symphony kind of matches the exploratory but also difficult vibe of this. Because it's sort of exploratory in Donkey Kong Country too. Also, you're looking for the bonus levels and the DK coin and whatnot.
Alright, although bonking your head like this is a
Yeah.
little more friggin' Sonic Springtrap or whatever, but not gonna go super long here, just a little more. Get another loop in or so.
This is significantly more watchable. You're right.
Since you mentioned it, I had to just give it a shot. I was like, is there something here? I feel like my play is improved as well, but of course that's just confirmation bias.
No, I legitimately think it is. That annoying song forces you to make jumps when you're not ready.
Okay, I think that's enough. So, maybe that's something else as well. I would like to hear all of the music that this game has to offer, but maybe if we get caught in the loop of endless continues and such, maybe we cut our own soundtrack for a little bit.
Yeah, I'm fond of that idea, and also like
that's enough of that.
The it would be nice to be able to have like actual sound effect feedback on what you're doing. This game doesn't tell you a lot with the sound effects because they're so chaotic, but maybe you can get like the tell of a guy coming at you or something.
I think we can just mute the music and not all of the game audio, which would unfortunately mean we're still getting bug screaming all the time, but
So there isn't three separate bars of music, music, sound effects, voice.
I don't believe so. I think it was, well, hell, let's I'm going to reset. Doop. And I'll unmute. Alright, don't make me watch the opening again. Okay, this should be polite.
Also, um, check to see if that actually saved your continues.
I'm pretty sure it did, but I'll double check. Alright. Oh no, we can turn off voice. It's
Okay.
sound that we can't adjust. It's music and sound effects we can't split.
Okay. So, we kind of...
And we do thankfully retain our saves.
So that one in... Okay, turn this annoying song off.
Couple seconds is all you can stand. Okay.
Yeah. But, so I don't know how much that would help because that would still have the music, and there's no way to turn off the music without turning off everything.
All right. Well, okay. So I'll tell you what. I actually do have an easy listening playlist prepared that's just friggin' OC remix stuff. What we can do is like I said, I still want to hear all of the game audio or the music that the game wants to present to us at least once.
Yeah,
Um,
I agree. So do I.
if, like, say next time we're stuck on Reptilia and we keep having to grind it out or whatever, after a while, I'm happy just muting the emulator, putting on the playlist, doing that until we get to a new stage or until we get to the boss stage or whatever, and then hearing what the game has to offer then.
Yeah. Reptilia was tolerable, but I expect that the later levels will be just as bad, if not worse, as Insectia.
I'm
So,
sure. But having the option there is nice.
yeah.
But okay. All right. All right. So, to reiterate, I'll take some time, do some research, look into look into some of the level layouts going forward, get a general map of what how I want to be approaching these levels. Um, start cracking the game open. Maybe grind out Insectia to see if I can get more continues or uses going into Reptilia, but otherwise not practice in game. Just do textbook practice. And then next time we'll continue from Reptilia and keep her going.
Yeah. Okay. Um, uh, your your challenge for me for this game is to try to beat it in 5 or fewer streams.
Okay. Um. Okay. Yeah, we'll see how we do with that.
Yeah.
But that'll have to do it for us for tonight. So thank you for joining us for this. Um, we hope y'all had fun, and we'll catch you on the next stream.
See you next time.